Desi. This is my channel, Starchaeology Tarot. Thank you for being here, and thank me for being here. Thank us both, because it takes two to tango, and this tango is a tarot reading for your January 2021. I'm so excited to see what January has in store for you, Leo. I want to know everything about it. If you have additional intentions you want to set beyond that, do that as I tune in and shuffle now. I'm mostly interested in just knowing what is the message that you most need to hear right now, the most important thing for you, the most important puzzle piece right now in the challenges of your life that will help align you with your highest self, your greatest potential. This is good for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I encourage you to check out your placements for your other placements for this month if you want a more complete picture of the unique being that you are, because you're more than your sun sign. And also, Leo, just tiny ask, if you wouldn't mind liking this video, if you do like it, and subscribing to this channel, I will scream with joy. This channel, this community is becoming increasingly more important to me, and having that kind of feedback and support really, really helps me. It helps me help you, because I do this to help people. That's what tarot does for me, and that's what I truly believe that it can help with other people. Introspection, reflection, like what tarot provides, I believe has the power and potential to heal the world. So let's heal the world here together and make that happen. That just went from micro ask to just like macro big thing that we're tackling right now. Hope that's okay. I need to drink water after that. Okay, Leo. Please set intentions now. Please ask whatever questions you need. We're going to tune in. We're going to see what Spirit has in store for you. Whoops. Questions abound. Let's do this. Leo, January finds you in an interesting place. This flew out when I was shuffling Seven of Cups, which kind of displays the problem of the cup suit in its clearest form. Emotion and imagination that can produce such a wonderful, rich inner world, but without grounding in both action and outer manifestation. These fantastic images, anything that we imagine, anything that we create inside of us, they lack real meaning and value in our world. When we're feeling a certain way, feelings are like thoughts. They don't inherently have meaning because we have them. They have meaning when we act on them. Acting on them is what gives the feeling or gives the thought real meaning or value, because we choose what we want to value with our action, with our focus, with our direction, and how that what we act on inside shows what is of value inside, because then we create that in outside of ourselves. A lot of people do this unconsciously. They don't know which feelings and thoughts they are making real or giving value to. They react to them as if those feelings and thoughts are facts, and then end up creating the reality that either they desire or that they're most afraid of, whichever whatever they were responding to subconsciously inside of themselves. So to do this consciously is a real sign of maturity in life. And it seems that you're in a place where you are really maturing, Leo. There's a chapter closing in your life, a real lesson being learned, because we have the world here, and the world is the central card of this reading. It's at its core 2021, beginning of 2021 for you. You're leveling up in working through these kind of emotional problems. And the core problem of the cup suit, the core issue that we face when dealing with emotion and imagination. And in the past, the gap between what was going on inside you and what was happening outside of you and how you were acting sometimes actually led to a sense of dishonesty in your life, or inauthenticity, a lack of authenticity, a lack of transparency. And there's no malice in that. I don't think you saw it that way. But I'm just hearing like a kind of like holding your cards very, very close to your chest. Feeling like a lot of, maybe feeling complex feelings inside, but not really knowing how to deal with those complexities. And so what would result was sometimes what would result would be sometimes oh my god, what is the word I'm looking for? Like spontaneous, impulsive action where real thought was needed. In an effort to solve the complex emotions that you didn't want to deal with. And the truth is, that's not you. You are a complex being, Leo. And holding space for the complexities rather than acting as a way to quickly resolve that complexity. Maybe that complexity feels like a hypocrisy to you. Acting in order to fix that hypocrisy, solve that duality of these existing emotions or thoughts or feelings that seem to negate or contradict each other, was really just a sign of immaturity, which we all come from. We all start in that place. But the Page of Wands here, the Page of Wands appears when you have a choice. The Page of Wands is the most simple of all pages, and you have a choice to simply repeat this cycle again, start this pattern over again, which you've been in all your life, of seeing complexity and just going away, leaving it because you can't deal with it, or developing the maturity needed to hold space for complexity, to really process complexity, to acknowledge the dual nature of life, the dualities in our existence, without the need to impulsively react to them and resolve them, because these things will never be resolved. And there's an acceptance that comes from maturity and growth, and accepting the duality, these dualities of life, which is the real mystery of life. This is the last card in the major arcana. It's the final, it's where we all hope to reach. And what the world shows is a full acceptance and harmonizing of those dualities, not trying to solve them, not trying to separate them or choose one or the other, black or white. It's understanding that both are part of life, accepting both of them, even though that feels impossible. It feels impossible for us when we have so much to learn. It feels impossible for us when we're still simple, when we're still youthful, when we still have lessons that we need to grow through. But the more that we grow through, the more that we are challenged emotionally and mentally, we realize that duality, what seems impossible, is not only possible, it's the nature of our existence. And not accepting that is also denying your true nature. That makes you an imposter in your own life, because you are deeper than that, Leo. You are more complex. You are the microcosm that is a reflection of the macrocosm. You are in itself the duality that is the duality of this world. So when you deny what you're seeing in the world, you are denying an inherent part of yourself. I think also, Leo, the lack of, this has to do with too, that need for simplicity, the reactive nature you have of making an impulsive decision in order to make your life simple again. That is a symptom of immaturity. But what you are growing into in January is this new wisdom and this new skill set. You are realizing that the impulsive act doesn't make the complexity of emotion and thoughts go away. It's a band-aid, and it solves it maybe momentarily, but really what it's doing is keeping you still. It's keeping you stagnant. It's keeping those things that you say that you want, things that you dream about. It's keeping them far away from you, because you're not holding space for this very when you're reactive and taking impulsive action, it's not really for the sake of choosing which of these feelings you want to create. It's more just like relief focused. It's not like, oh, I'm taking this action because this is the dream that I want to manifest. It's more, I'm taking this action because I don't like feeling all of this stuff. And it's easier to respond quickly than to ask myself what I really want and then figure out the plan of action that will bring me closer to that and make me really come face to face, vulnerable, authentic, transparent with the fantasies and desires and emotions that I'm holding inside, that I want to see created in my world, but are being stagnated because of fear, because of fearful, impulsive actions and response, fearful actions, reactions that are focused in fearful thoughts, because this is Seven of Swords. You are bigger than this, Leo. You are deeper than this. You are more complex than this. And this can be a real turning point for you in January. I mean, this is a point where either, again, you play the Page of Wands, where you say, this is complex, and I deal with this by escaping from it. I deal with this by just getting away from it. Or I decide to grow. I decide to develop the maturity that I need to deal with this, and to marry the action that is required and the consciousness that is required to sort through the complex emotions, even the ones that seem to contradict each other, and hold space for both of them and still choose the action that best aligns with what your heart desires. It's like doing things in spite of fear. You know, fear and love is a duality in itself, and consciously acting in the presence of both fear and love, and acting from the place of love, even when fear is there, is an acceptance of the duality of that. It's like something in your life could be so wonderful, but it still could inspire fear in you. It still can make you feel nervous and uncertain. And the immature person has the reaction to the fear, the impulsive reaction to the fear, because it's so uncomfortable. It's easy to just make an impulsive reaction to make that fear go away. Whereas the mature person acknowledges the complexity of it, acknowledges that with great love always comes great fear. Deep, deep love doesn't happen without deep, deep fear. And you're coming into the maturity of like accepting that is just a natural part of this, but that doesn't elicit or require an impulsive reaction based on the fear. Rather, it's an invitation to choose love in the face of that deep fear, because that's ultimately aligns with what you say you want, or what you set out saying that you wanted. It's something that will expand you. It will expand your heart, and it will again result in this world kind of maturity that you're not going to get otherwise by being impulsive in your reactions, by doing something that just resolves an uncomfortable thought, because otherwise it'll keep repeating itself. These uncomfortable situations will keep repeating yourself until you choose to accept the complex nature of life, the complex wiring of who you are, and not let that be something to dissuade you from all of the good, all of the positive emotion, the love, the light that has the ability to inspire you and has the ability to manifest in real ways in your life. Let that manifestation happen, because that is being stagnated by your fear. Leo, I hope that was clear. That might have been the most meta reading of January so far. I would love to hear how this looks in the details of your life specifically. So please feel free to comment and share if you care to open up to me. I love connecting with you. It means so much to me that you're here. If you haven't liked and subscribed, please do. Again, that means everything to me. Share this video with other Leos who might find it interesting, and also share this channel with anyone who you think needs a little extra support right now. I love you, Leo. I'm so grateful for you, and I'll see you next time.